yeah, that premiere, it certainly doesn't suck.
No, it doesn't. Much like David Cronenberg.
Yes,
Does
yeah.
not. Well,
You know,
some.
I'm looking at some of his work here. Um, he gets a little lucky here. He's
Yeah.
he's directed an episode of the Friday the 13th series.
Yeah, he's true. No, I was
The
gonna say True Blood. No, the
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 fucking
Broad.
the fucking TV series, ugh, which I did
What
not like.
whatever floats his boat. Yeah, that wasn't very good, was it?
Yeah, because Nightmare on Elm Street, if I remember correctly,
Mm,
it was kind of Nightmare on Elm Street ish. Friday the 13th was just bootleg Twilight Zone.
yeah, yeah. Bad job.
Mm,
Yeah, if they were going for the feel, yep, it wasn't there.
I'll tell you what though, those 80s, 1980s, he just fucking knocks it out of the
Rom
park.
through, man. Hell yeah. Yikes. Can't wait to
Eh,
talk about some of these.
oh fuck. Yeah. All right. So maybe people have their beverages of choice, and
No, no, no beverages.
no
Just
beverages, just fucking.
no, just women and men just hanging about. There's one watching now, so there ain't nobody in there.
All right. So we'll just lounge for a minute. We'll fucking
All right, we'll be there soon.
we'll
Yeah,
talk about
get a drink or something.
the betterment of man.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Do you
going to
know?
church always helps. What?
Do you know Dr. Ruth is still alive?
Yeah, and she's having safe sex still.
You'd figure at her age she'd
Yeah,
start gambling a little bit. Ah, fuck it, I've made it this far. Let's go.
No, with plenty of lube, you can do anything at any age.
What is she, partially Asian? What was that?
Whatever.
Yeah, you see, we're going to be talking a lot about the 80s. The 90s, he kind of fluttered there a little bit. Crash, which
Mm.
people that I spoke to either love it or like, what? Um,
Yeah, yeah, we could talk about that a little bit for sure because me and Ted just talked about that with our video that we just did.
who?
You got us talking about disturbing films.
You're welcome.
So yeah,
I'm
thank you very
happy to
much.
create content for everybody.
Thank you very much. Well, the thing is, he wanted to talk about the Devils, 1971,
That's
and
nowhere near my radar, for the record.
no, because it's more of a religious, controversial film, and but with that said, I'm like, hey, why don't we just turn this into let's talk about all this kind of controversial stuff and all that. So yeah, it was interesting.
Hmm.
So Ted and I, what? Oh, hey, Felix. Hi, we will be there soon. I guess whatever.
I'm just putting clothes on. Don't mind me.
They were here for Godzilla, Gorilla, Godzilla, Godzilla,
Gojira.
Godzilla, Godzilla. Addy Day. Cronenberg as Decker and Nightbreed is a great villain. Yes, the serial killer Decker and
See,
Nightbreed.
Nightbreed. Yeah, Cronenberg's been in a bunch of movies. He
Mm-hmm.
was, unfortunately so, he was in Jason X.
The,
As
the- an X-rated Jason was that?
no, the one in
Porno?
space. He was one
Well,
of the
I know.
guys. He was one of the guys that get murked in the beginning. Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bit parts. What his role was a bit more complex than Nightbreed. So there's
Which I
that.
have
You
not
see?
seen. I have not seen
Oh,
Nightbreed. There's a couple of those adulty vampire movies that I have not seen. Nightbreed being one of them. Near Dark being the other.
Near Dark. Put that at the top of your list.
I know.
Mm.
Emily beat his head now. He beat his behind. Now he's got to cover the bruises. No bruising covering. We're
We'll show our faces here. Yeah.
yeah. Hello one, hello all. Welcome to this deviated version of
Septum.
1001 movies you must see before you die. I ordered 101 horror movies you must see before you die. I received this. Dino received that. So the category has changed. It is, and look at how small and handy it is. This is.
It is
lightweight.
nice. The little books are nice and
Yeah.
sweet. Just pet it a little bit.
You could pack this on your carry-on luggage. Unlike that fucking brick that you can basically build the Empire State Building with.
The Bible.
Yeah. That other fucker's heavy, but this is, if this were the right book, we'd be talking about horror movies. But as you can clearly see, if you are able to read at home, it says sci-fi movies. So we are going to be doing sci-fi movies, and we figured we'd start with directors that have multiple entries in this book. And I'll tell you, as somebody who's perused through
Perused.
the 1001 movies you must see before you die, 101 sci-fi, there's a couple of things that are new here. Dino,
Yes.
have you took a small
Dump.
glance? Well, your
What?
dumps are never small. Have you given it a glance yet, and have you noticed anything? Although you don't have much to go on, I don't think you've had the 1001 book.
No, I have not looked through the big old Bible that is the 1001, because we usually go over it on these shows. But I have perused this little thing a bit, and very interesting. I mean, to throw in 101 movies in this little quaint little book is kind of cool, and some good movies in there.
Yeah. Stephen J. Schneider, who is the general editor, that is somebody who's also an editor for the 1001 movies you must see before you die. There are... What?
Trying to get a hold of that guy too.
Yeah.
We've got questions for him, so
if we can, we're gonna do like an interview with him, like genuinely, and we'll try to avoid the "what the fuck were you thinking," but alas,
it's hard to get a hold of him on Facebook, but there's a couple other places, and we'll eventually get a hold of him.
yeah,
I think.
There's a couple of directors in here that have multiple entries. Some you could probably figure out for yourself, the sci-fi category. But
Sci-fi.
you trying to get that ASMR work done there?
Yes, I am.
So today we figured we would do David Cronenberg, who has multiple entries. We'll go through his IMDb list and let you decide whether or not you think it's remember, sci-fi you must see. So we're narrowing it down to 101. You can only have 101 movies in the sci-fi genre you must see before you die. And should they cut it? So first off, David Julingsberg Cronenberg. No, that's his middle name. David Cronenberg, short. We're going back to the 60s. He directed a bunch of shorts, documentary. Crimes of the Future appear to be a feature-length film. TV short, TV series, TV short. Shivers in 1975. When you hear of one of these, go ahead and shout, Dino.
No.
Peep Show TV series, 2 episodes. Teleplay TV series, 1 episode. 1977 brought us Rabid.
Rabid, yes.
You've heard of that?
Yes, I have, and it's been a long time since I've seen the movie. But your typical weird horror sci-fi from Cronenberg. Nothing stands out really. It's lower on the totem pole for him, but yeah.
So Cronenberg certainly does have a style, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah. Even the bad ones, still you can watch it and say, hey, that's a Cronenberg film. You know what I mean? But everybody, if you're a Cronenberg fan, even these types of movies like Rabid, whatever you want to say, Rabid is something that eats carrots, right?
Rabid.
But
It's fucking like a
I'm
a
joking.
raccoon.
Right. But yeah, no, this is still talked about amongst the horror community, sci-fi community, whatever. Yeah. It's okay. But
If that's
moving
not
on.
if that's
Moving
not a
on.
if that's not a glowing response, I don't know what is.
Again, I'll say, if you like Cronenberg, you're gonna like, there's a lot of these types of directors that have done things in the late 70s, 80s that, no matter what they do, you're gonna like it. I'm kind of like that with Frank Henenlotter, the guy who's done, Basket Case, Frankenhooker. I can watch all of his films, even though some of them are crappers. I can watch them all. And
Which, by the
Cronenberg's,
way,
yeah.
Brain Damage has taken just forever to get to me.
God damn it.
I've watched Basket Case.
Mm.
Little wonky, little out there, not
Right,
horrible. Basket Case I think was like $10 on Amazon, and I was like, fuck it. But that was like a month ago now, and the fucking thing
Really?
still isn't here. Yeah.
God damn Amazon. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bastards.
I think you'll like Brain Damage a little bit more than Basket Case, but
Okay.
yeah.
Which have I spoken to you since I saw? What I watched this week was a little out there. Oh, The Stuff. I finally saw The Stuff.
Oh, what did you think?
It was okay. It was
Okay.
okay. See,
Okay.
because you compared it to Street Trash, now it's just like, oh man, this is gonna be a five-alarm fire here.
Same genre, but
Sort of.
not-
It's a hell of a lot more story-based.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Street Trash is fun.
Yeah,
Cheese.
yeah, they're tossing
Stuff-
dicks around for fuck's sake.
Right. Yeah, no, the stuff is a little bit more, like you said, story based and a little, I'm not going to say deeper, but you get what I'm saying. There's a lot more to sit there and go, even though it's an out there kind of film, but I love it.
I was waiting for them to tell us that the stuff was made of blank. I was expecting a Soylent Green there, and I didn't get it. So
Not the
whatever.
conclusion you wanted.
And yeah,
but,
it's fine. It's fine. I own it. I'll be able to watch it again. Fuck it.
yeah.
79 brought us Fast Company from Cronenberg. Now that we're back here talking about Cronenberg,
Fast Company
have you seen
to
that?
the day I die.
You
Oh, I
just-
thought that was a song. Oh, that's Bad Company. No, I haven't seen Fast Company. So, yeah. Have you?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. When I get to one, I'll scream. So have any of these have any of these been must watch in your
No.
opinion? All right.
No,
So we're
not yet.
we're still in the 70s though, so hold tight. 1979 also brought us The Brood.
Another good Cronenberg flick,
Uh-huh.
Murder, takes place and very wonky, very wacky, but nowhere near must see. So, yeah.
1981 brought us Scanners.
I don't think I enjoyed Scanners as much as a lot of other people in the community have. A lot of people talk about this film and really, really enjoy it. It was okay, but, exploding heads and cool effect for the time period, but it didn't do a whole lot for me. But
Yeah.
again, if you dig Cronenberg, you're gonna like the movie. If you like 80s type of horror in that weird sci-fi like Cronenberg does, then you're gonna really enjoy this movie. But it didn't really do it for me. So nowhere near must for me at all.
Yeah, I'm familiar with this movie. Emily likes body horror, and there's quite a bit of that in this, whether it be heads exploding or people being electrocuted mentally and catching fire. And let me just let you guys know that here it is in the
Yes.
book. Our first entry from Cronenberg is Scanners. I like this because they have full pages on all of them.
Yes.
On 1981 Canada. Scanners is first and foremost the exploding head movie.
Right.
Need
Well,
I say more?
What page you on?
217.
Okay. I need to put my glasses on too, guys.
History. Film history's most impressive moment of brain splatter. 10 minutes into the story, a battle of the minds between two adversaries ends with the head of one of them blasting off its torso. So they're highlighting the mental where they fucking blow up that one dude's head.
Right.
Undoubtedly the finest exploding head of all time, writes Jason Arnott.
I probably would agree, exploding head wise. I mean, I'm trying to think of another movie that incorporated the exploding head. Anything come to mind for you, CP?
Exploding head? How many times have we seen an exploding head?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it could be the quintessential head blow up movie, but versus
do a search
what?
do a search for exploding head movies. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, John Collistanton in the chat says his favorite movie from him is Rabid.
Really?
So,
see,
yeah,
there you go. Yeah, got some chicks in that movie there, John.
Oh, we got some
exposure.
tats.
Some titties. About some bit. Yeah.
I gotta find the next one.
Videodrome. Okay.
Which is next? 1983's Videodrome.
Yeah, I mean,
which I have not seen yet. It's in the building. It is under the roof. I have not watched it.
Okay. Yeah. A little bit of a sleazy little horror sci-fi thing. You gotta love the old face with the licking the lips and stuff like that. And but again, this is nowhere near must see for me.
Is Videodrome the one where he sticks the VCR tape in his stomach or something?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See,
yeah.
I know a couple of scenes from the movie. I have not seen the movie.
And that's what you get out of Cronenberg too. I mean, you definitely get good gory scenes in specific ways, like little odd, technical details of the bloody horror like that you don't see in other movies. The exploding head, is one of them too. But yeah, odd little things in his movies that distinguish him from a lot of these other directors of the time period. But Videodrome, I have to revisit that one again. It's been a while.
Is it must watch?
No. There's a lot.
You are wrong, sir. It is absolutely must watch.
Oh, I thought you were asking for me. Okay, I gotta remember that when you say that. Is it in the book too? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I can see it though. I guess I can see it. Again, I do need to revisit this movie because it's been a long time.
Yeah. Hoax. For the story, my TV blew up while watching Scanners when I was a kid. There's a reason to never watch it again. Felix says the guy's head blowing up in Starship Troopers is better. Huh. I don't remember that.
I know. I can't remember that either.
Scanners is the love story of Dino and Bree. Instead of the upper head explodes, his lower one explodes in his ... I think he means his pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dino's come out and said, "Listen, if she wants to mash together, he's okay with that. He just doesn't. He doesn't like hearing her speak, apparently."
Yeah, I don't. That's true. Zip that mouth and shut up.
I got something you could do with that mouth.
John, Bree, bring it on. The sheets are all soaked tonight. Just saying.
Videodrome is a prophetic film, a unique look into a future that has since become reality. The reason lies with its subject, the media. Ooh. The fastest developing branch of technology in the last few decades. We still largely fly the same planes and drive the same cars, but our relation to media technology has changed dramatically. You know what? Between the stuff they live, and correct me if I'm wrong if I'm missing one, but these fucking movies from the 80s totally get it. And they're so much more prevalent today with
No,
the way
yeah.
we are with media, the way we are with the way we yeah, blah, 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 the way we are with consumerism.
Agendas,
Yeah,
polit-
politics. Yeah,
politics,
it's
government control. Yeah, yeah, all that stuff.
we haven't learned a fucking thing from these movies.
I tell you what, that was one of the biggest thing to come out of a lot of these horror and sci-fi movies of the 80s, and even the cheesy, even the very bad cheesy ones, they always put that kind of stuff in there and got people thinking, you know what I mean? So, yeah, if anything, man, they certainly did that right in the 80s, that's for sure. I think they still try to do it now, but there's this emphasis on entertainment and the almighty buck, so you don't get so much of that quality underlying story and message. Well, you do somewhat, I guess. I don't know. Okay, going on.
No, no. Buy me time. I'm trying to find the next one.
Okay. Yeah, no. It's again, I think they do try, they have agendas in every film, what's the new one that Aquaman, talking about the waters being cleaner and stuff like that, and it's so, I mean, they've all got agendas, but I don't know. It was better in the 80s. Everything's better in the 80s, people. That's all I have to say. And the next one you're moving to, right, is the Dead Zone.
On the IMDb list, yes, 83 is the Dead Zone.
Okay. 1983, The Dead Zone.
Well, tell us about that. Why don't
Of
you?
course, a man awakens from a coma to discover he has psychic ability. And this is with one of my all-time favorite actors, Christopher Walken. And he does a superb job. Tom Skerritt's in this too, from Alien fame. And yeah. And but Christopher Walken, I mean, this guy can't do no wrong in my book. The Dead Zone is an excellent film, and diving deep into that whole, psychic ability and what happens to him after the accident and stuff like that is just a great story. And one of my favorites, really, by Cronenberg. Yeah, and I'm trying to sit here and debate and think. I'm trying to look at what else he's done.
So there's another movie in here that's the index has it as a page number, but it's not there. So
Okay.
I want to assume, and well, the Dead Zone, they made a TV show loosely based on it.
Right, of
Which
course.
was-
What,
which was-
miniseries or
Yeah, it was a couple of seasons long on the USA Network.
okay. Oh yeah, that's right. With Anthony Michael Hall.
Yes,
From
yes.
the Breakfast Club fame
So-
and 16 Candles.
My mom was fucked up, and she would always let me watch shit way too young. And I remember
Oh, me too.
as a hockey player watching the kids fall through the fucking ice thing, and I never wanted to play ice hockey ever again thanks to that fucked scene.
Really? Okay. I can see it. I mean, I got that way with It's a Wonderful Life. I'm joking.
But yeah, it was a bit more serious in tone than the TV
More dramatic.
series.
Yeah.
Yeah, more dramatic. I just wish they went all out with the ending on the Dead Zone.
Yeah. I was okay with it. I can see what you're saying, though. Yeah, no, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the entire movie. Like I said, it's one of my better. I think just because I go deep into that paranormal side of things and film, and Christopher Walken. So you put all that shit together, and an excellent film, with a great actor like him becomes even better for me. So yeah, I like it. I'm trying to think. Must. The Dead Zone, I'm not going to put must for the Dead Zone, but it's real close because I don't think it's in the book as a must. So yeah.
It's not in the book.
Okay, I didn't think so.
So the next movie is 1986's The Fly with Jeff Goldblum
Yes. Oh
and
my.
Gina Davis back before.
That's what I was thinking about for a little bit there.
You were thinking about it for a lot of bit there.
She was great. Again, body horror. I mean, this is quintessential
Yeah, this has got
body
to be the
horror. I mean,
pinnacle of his body horrordom.
yeah, the minute he starts falling apart and those teeth falling out and what got me was those teeth in the bathroom scene, with the nails being, he's pulling them apart and dropping them in the sink and everything's just coming. Oh, it's just, yeah, I'll never forget that scene in this movie. But that aside, I mean, you know, Jeff Goldblum just does a superb job, and he holds the whole film together, pretty much from this apartment, you know, throughout the whole movie, and with Gina Davis coming and trying to be there for him and stuff like that, and just things falling. But it's a great love story.
Mm-hmm. No,
But
Emily has argued that the true
message.
not message but the true what's unfortunate about the movie is the tale of the romance story. The whole descent into beast is a metaphor for his romance.
Right, right.
And for the life of me, I can't find this third film, although I want to say that The Fly is in the book. But
Okay.
I can't find it. There's a page listed, and it's not that page. Somebody shoot your fucking... whoever the fuck does the books.
Well, hell, yeah. The Fly. You know what? Definitely, I think for me, this would be on my must-see list, just because
Yeah, I'd agree.
it's so classic and one of the best performances I think Jeff Goldblum has done. Although he's done quite a few. I love Jeff Goldblum. He's another one that he does a film. I try to see it because I like him so much, but other than Independence Day, but.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the book. Go figure. Go figure. No wonder they're trying to give us this instead of this stupid.
Yeah.
Well, check your book. Maybe mine's stupid.
Okay.
If you go to your index, check to see Cronenberg what the third film is in that book.
Will do. Cronenberg.
But it seems to be like the book front to back seems to be going by year, so The Fly should be after Back to the Future.
Hmm.
The Fly was a love story, haha. Well, no, I didn't say that. His relationship with Gina Davis was descending with his descent into flydom.
Flydom.
His descent into buggery. Let's catch up. Jace heard Cronenberg and he was out. Oh, you mean he doesn't want to sprinkle F-Bach information over the top of this? The ice is gonna break. Yes. Society's another one. Society.
I don't know Society, so.
That's not on his IMDb, sir. We're only talking about Cronenberg. How long's this been going on? Never mind, I'm late. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I don't see it, CP.
Yeah, they fucked up. I'm going to assume and say The Fly is supposed to be in here because they have a third movie listed, which, for the record, is the last Cronenberg film listed on this 101 sci-fi films you must see before you die.
Yeah.
So it's Scanners, Videodrome, and The Fly. 3 movies over the course of 5 years. Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Then he directed an episode of Friday the 13th, the series, titled Faith Healer, And if any of you have watched Friday the 13th, the series, my condolences out to you.
Very sorry about that. Big flop.
If you really enjoyed that, might I suggest this series called Twilight Zone or Tales from the Crypt? Both way better.
Way better.
Dead Ringers in 1988. I am unfamiliar.
You are unfamiliar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jeremy Irons does a fantastic job as twin brothers.
Oh.
Yeah, one's a gynecologist. Yay. Works with the Eva JJ. And he gets the chicks and the women. And he brings them to the office and he pawns them off onto his brother. And no, it's a very twisted tale of two twin brothers, and they work off each other, and the one is a stronger character, and the gynecologist screw it. But yeah, no, it's a very twisted tale. It's very deep. This movie is deeper than you would think it would be by thinking, oh, horror, sci-fi, kind of twisted tale here going on. I loved how dark it was and how I'm not going to say bring a tear to your eye here or there, but there's some stuff in this movie, and again, Jeremy Irons, this is a fantastic performance by him. And I forget the actress in this film too that did a great job, a foreign lady, so I can't even, Genevieve Bajulda. Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up, and if I know who the fuck it is, I'm gonna rain shit on you.
Oh, you're not gonna know who this is. Genevieve
Bujold. Yeah.
Bujold or so whatever.
In the chat, God make us feel like shit.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. So, somebody in the chat's gonna be like, "Oh, Genevieve Hodehold."
Oh, right. But yeah, no, I love this film. I mean, this is a great film. A little different in style, a bit than his earlier stuff, of course. But yeah, one I would recommend anybody to see it. So it's not a must, but very close on my list. I mean, if my own personal list, but yeah.
He did 2 episodes of Scales of Justice. Then Naked Lunch in 1991. Again, have not seen it.
Oh, Naked Lunch, CP is people talk about that film in the same breath as Eraserhead because it's very, very out there. I mean, there's dream sequences with stop motion, like wacky typewriter type creature things, and it's a very screwed up mental fu to your mind, and it's out there. This is, I think, maybe one of his most twisted films, Naked Lunch. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the chat or whatever, comments below. But yeah. But one I enjoyed because it was I enjoy these twisted films like this. But yeah.
Yep. Again, unfamiliar. 1993 gave us M. Butterfly.
I'm surprised that's right. I just remembered that he did this film. So there you go. Because I do believe that's Jeremy Irons again. Yep, Jeremy Irons. That is correct. Yeah. In 1960s China, French diplomat René Gallimard falls in love with an opera singer. But song is not all he will do. Yeah. It's just, M. Butterfly. There's a Twinkie.
Strawberry Twinkie.
Oh. Good red. She's on her period. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But anyways.
Tastes the same.
Yeah, didn't they have a stage play of this at one point too? I do believe.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's a fantastic film. I did enjoy this movie.
Must see.
No, not a must see, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Jeremy Irons' performance. Who's the chicken here? Barbara Suga. It doesn't matter. I, yeah, I enjoyed it, man. But nowhere near a must see. But to each their own.
1996 gave us Crash, not to be confused with 2005's Crash, about people that get turned on when they get in fucking car wrecks.
It's a fetish of, yeah, car accidents, car crashes, and you know making love to like scars that were from a car accident, going to you know what's the old junkyards where there's a graveyard of crashed
They like
vehicles and
fucking
stuff, and
in
yeah,
wrecked cars. Yeah,
it's a whole fetish thing, and it's a little out there. James Spader does
Holly
an
Hunter's
excellent.
in it too, I think, right?
Yeah, she is in there, Holly Hunter. Yeah, and James Spader, Holly Hunter, both excellent jobs in the film, acting wise. The story was great for me. I know it's twisted. It's a
Fucking out
strange
there, yeah.
strange fetish. It's a little out there, and people would be disturbed even at the thought of, oh my God, you know what I mean? But there's sicker shit out there. Although, yeah, I guess
Yeah, I
this is
can
up there
attest to
as
that.
yeah. Whew. Oh,
Ugh.
you can.
Yeah, just the last
Okay.
year alone, I could attest to sicker shit, just way sicker shit.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, excellent film. Yeah. Not a must
Must?
see.
No, no must.
No. No.
And then next is a movie that I heard about but never ended up seeing, which is Existence, which came out in 1999.
Hmm.
Are you
Good.
familiar with
I am
Existence?
not. I am not. Jude Law, Jennifer Jason Lee.
Here's what I'll say about Jude Law. I
Eh,
can't name you a movie where he's the lead that is terrible. He's made some movies. I
right.
can't tell you a movie that he's done where he's the lead
Mm-hmm.
where I'm like, fuck that movie. I happen to enjoy Jude Law a lot more than I care to admit.
No,
Every time
I
he's in a movie,
I
I'm
do
like,
too.
okay.
No, he's a very good actor. I enjoy him. I enjoy him in most films too.
Either
I
that,
understand what you're saying.
either that, or he's got a great fucking agent because, shit.
It's him the right roles. Yeah, yeah. No, I agree.
Spider in 2002.
Yeah, this is a small section of time here where I have no idea. So, never seen that one either.
History of Violence 2005, which had some Oscar buzz.
Yes,
We're very clearly away from 1980s David Cronenberg, mind you.
2005.
Mhm.
Yes.
And
We
the
got
body horror fucking weirdo. Perhaps I'm doing a little cocaine shit. That is long gone. Which, by the way, we're now in 2005. Cronenberg has already had his small part in Jason X, so that's well behind us now. So
mm,
just wanted to let that out there.
yeah, thank you for that.
Ugh.
I know,
Ugh.
right? Yeah, this is a great film. Ed Harris, Viggo Mortensen. I mean, he his character in this film is kick ass. You know what I mean? I love this film. Again, if we're personally putting this on our must see list, it's very close because I think this, for being 2005 we said, yeah. Even though it's creeping into the 2000s, and you know how I feel about most of those films. I'm joking. This is one I think is fantastic, and he did an excellent job directing it. So yeah.
Felix wakes up in the chat and says, "A History of Violence is pretty good." Dynamite drop in, Felix.
You know, people got enough of your Godzilla rant, so
Yeah, they're all spent. They're like smoking their
God.
cigarettes.
Yeah, all this monsters and
You know what?
Mothra,
But you know what? In
Ghidorah.
in Cronenberg's defense, he's
Yeah.
very, very hit or miss. Either you're a big fan of Cronenberg, or you're not.
You all right?
Yeah, or you're not. That's pretty much all there is to it. The next one that we talk about, that might draw in some loose followers.
Oh.
Also, last name starts with C.
Last name starts with C.
Well, let's finish Cronenberg. He's almost done here. And boy does he have some doozies to finish with. 2007 Eastern Promises, which I am not a fan of. Yeah, go ahead.
You're not a fan of that film.
No.
That's with Naomi Watts, right? And Viggo Mortensen.
And Viggo
in there
Mortensen again,
too.
yes.
Yeah. I like this. This is a bit of a mob. Well, it is a mob.
It is a mob movie. Yeah.
Yeah, mob movie, and shit, I love the feel, the mood that he kind of the dark, tint to this movie.
Color
if we
grading?
can talk cinematography.
Color grading, yeah.
Color grading, yeah. These are kind of movies I dig. I mean, I'm a big mob fan, even though this isn't your typical American mobster film. Eastern Promises, Russian. I still, the story and everything, I really loved this, and I love the characters. I know it was a little bit drawn out for you, probably.
Yeah, a little slow.
Little slow paced. But that didn't bother me, and I loved the film. This was a great film for me. Yeah.
I always need the pacing. Just.
I know.
Let's get going. That's
why you gave Godzilla 3 out of 5.
3, right in the middle. 3.
I'm joking. Yeah. No, I very much enjoyed this film, and if you love mob films and you don't mind the slow-paced stuff, it's great.
I might give it another watch. It's just it's gonna have to be somebody else's copy. I'm not paying for that shit.
Do it.
2011 gave us A Dangerous Method, which I'm unfamiliar with.
Very unfamiliar.
Even I've never heard of it. Unfamiliar.
I would say the next 4 or whatever. I have no idea.
Well, here you go. We're going to skip that Dangerous Method, and 2012 has our new Batman in it.
Oh.
Robert Pattinson in Cosmopolis.
That's right.
I watched 20 minutes of this movie and said, I have way better things to do with my time, and then I went and masturbated.
Oh, did you? I did.
No,
I did too.
To the thought of Robert Pattinson. No, I don't get that movie. It was
one you watched then, but yeah, I have not seen this film, so
yeah, it's him in a limo doing a bunch of fucking
weird shit. Okay.
No, if that's what our Batman's gonna be.
Well,
yikes.
has he been confirmed? I know.
Yes, as of today, confirmed.
Really? Okay.
As of today.
Interesting. Okay.
And then the final for the feature-length films is Maps to the Stars, which I believe starred Julianne Moore.
Ooh.
As well as
Boogie Nights.
Who else is in that? I'm trying to see. There's 2 or 3 other names. John Cusack's in it.
Okay.
Robert Pattinson again. There was nothing special about it. It's a 6.2 out of 10 on IMDb.
Not bad.
Yeah, I don't know. It's certainly not a sci-fi. It's
That's like a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Sure, it absolutely is. But his filmography is just so fucking all over the place.
Yeah, I agree.
He has that 3-year stretch where it's Scanners, Videodrome, and the Dead Zone's in there too. But The Fly, those are the movies that
quintessential Cronenberg.
That are book worthy, and then
that is spattering in the 90s. There's hit and miss here or there.
Interesting. But granted, I've probably not seen more than I have with this guy, so take that with a brick of salt. But
Yeah, I mean, I would say Dead Ringers, which is the 80s. Naked Lunch, Crash, and Butterfly. And then yeah, well, A History of Violence, which is 2005, but then
That's a
yeah,
good movie. Yeah, he just seemed to be in a bit of a sweet spot there in the early to mid '80s,
right.
whereas nothing really like Crash is fucking out there. Like it's really fucking out there. Eastern Promises, you like it, great. I know a lot of people that like it too. History of
Hmm.
Violence, I actually quite enjoy. So perhaps History of Violence and Eastern Promises could be a return to form to some degree. But
Yeah,
Cosmopolis, yikes,
yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
yikes.
yeah. The last 4 or 5 films, I'm not sure I'd even attempt to watch, to tell you the truth. Uh, what's that?
Hoax is saying Maps to the Stars is really good.
Mm.
Felix says that's what I did too, CP, but I didn't allow myself to finish as punishment for watching 15 minutes of that film. Yeah,
Mm.
I'm nope,
No.
nope, 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 nope.
Interesting. But yeah, I mean, not a huge, directorial, he's got 42 credits as a director, but he's also acted in, I think about 35.
And
Yeah,
things
he's
like
acted
Jason X,
Jason X. Nightbreed is one of his bigger
which I
roles as
need
a
to
serial
watch. I
killer.
need to watch.
Yeah, so he's done a little bit of everything. So he's yeah, interesting director for sure.
We have our marathon coming up this weekend, but before I get into that, do you want to discuss stuff that you watched this week and or caught up with? Because I actually caught up with quite a lot, and there was times where I flirted with genuinely just starting the marathon. But
Really?
yeah, there
Okay.
was a day this week. There was 2 days over the last four where I
Hmm.
watched at least 3 movies a day.
Oh, good
Yeah,
for you, man.
it was raining. It was raining.
Yeah, okay. And the stuff is one of them.
The stuff. One of those days was like Monday when Emily was sleeping late. Our sleep schedules are getting a little uneven, so I just try to do stuff that is somewhat productive as far as the channel's concerned without being in the same room.
Mm.
So the stuff was one of them. Clown, which is a Danish comedy, is another one of them. Very much like
Hmm.
what's that? Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, really?
It's presented in that same fashion.
Larry David. Yeah.
Their humor is about a step or two further because
Really?
they have
Hmm.
a joke about the kid's dick size, and that is it's a dude and his buddy. The dude is this kid's uncle,
Clown? It's called Clown.
Klown. A dude and his uncle are they're stuck with his nephew because he finds out he wants to be or no, his wife, the dude
The
is
dude.
the dude is his wife is pregnant, and
Hmm.
she thinks he can't raise a kid. She wants to get an abortion, and he's like, well, I'll prove it to you. And he takes this kid out with them on their camping trip, which the buddy calls the tour to pussy,
Oh,
which is quite. It's really it's funny. It's funny. I had to get myself in the right mind frame for just how far they were going to go with some of the stuff.
mm.
For the most part, it's
Okay.
it's The Hangover. There's another Danish trilogy of comedies that Dennis showed me, Klassefesten, which means reunion or something like that. And those are a little more lighthearted. But there is a joke. There's a prominent running gag about this kid getting bullied for his dick size. Um, and man, do they
Mm.
pay that fucking joke off. And it was a little
Wow.
surprising, funny, but if you're not prepared or willing to see something like that, I can see it turning a lot of people off. The one thing I can say about Denmark and their humor is, guys. They're a little bit ab- not above us, but things don't
They're not
strike them.
scared to. Yeah,
Right.
they're not as prude. They're not a scared. They're not a scared. When am I 5 years old?
Yeah.
To push the boundaries of the topics and stuff like that. I
I
get it.
I respect them because
I do too. Yeah.
their thing is,
Mm.
listen, it's fiction. We're not actually doing these things. It's
Yeah.
fiction. So why not?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
laughed. I had a good time.
Well, you
Um,
got me with a little bit of Curb Your Enthusiasm because that's.
oh, it's shot just like it. It's
I
totally
love
shot like it.
that series, which is, again, Larry David from Seinfeld fame, writer, director of
Yeah,
that show.
the dude's a fuck up. The
But
dude's an absolute fuck up.
I'm
It's
gonna have to watch this movie. Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's not. So I don't know if Hoax or Dennis told me that it's based on a TV show. Dennis wasn't that big a fan of Clown, but apparently they've done other TV shows and stuff. Need to get my hand on that shit because
Yeah, yeah.
it was good enough. It was good enough where I was like, all right, if there's more by these guys, I'm curious. I'm wondering if the little kitty dick thing was the top of the mountain.
Wow.
Mr. Lebowski, I'm the dude, man. You just call me the dude. Felix is just quoting Lebowski.
Big Lebowski.
So I watched The Stuff, which we've talked about. Clown. What the fuck else came in that box? I watched Fright Night just because, which I
Okay.
haven't seen in forever.
The
The
older
85 version, yeah.
Gotcha,
86,
yes.
whatever the fuck it was.
Roddy McDowell. Love
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah, and what's her tits from Married with Children? I forgot that
Yeah.
she was the girlfriend. Like
Mhm.
she's the girlfriend in that, and then a year later she's the neighbor, fucking whatever.
Marcy
the fuck.
Darcy
Yeah,
on,
what
on
the
Married with
fuck?
Children.
She aged
Yeah.
a lot in that year or two.
Ooh, I'm telling you. Yeah, in Fright Night she was borderline cute, She was
She's
cute.
not ugly. She's
No,
not
no,
ugly.
no.
There's a sequel called Clown Forever as also.
Hmm.
Bi-curious? CP, that kind of curious? Hey, listen. Funny you bring that up because there's a bit of bi-curiousness in that clown movie. It's I don't know how old the movie is, but there's stuff in it that is right along, adult comedies where they get themselves into hijinks. This is another testament to Danish law. Half the things they do would get you arrested for at least a week in this country. They're able to to wake up the next morning at their camp. Granted, it could be for the sake of the film, but not quite as strict over there.
Yeah.
Did you watch anything new this week, Dino?
I mean, unfortunately, I've been catching up on shows and stuff like that, so no movies, nothing to really chime in about.
Okay.
I might have jumped on a couple if I knew we were going to talk about it, but
It's all right. It's just
eh,
we're I'm just trying to get this
catching
a nice.
up on a
Just trying to glaze this to a nice full hour. That's all.
yeah, catching up with my Big Brother UK season 1, which you can find right here on YouTube. So there's that. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the Big Brother, and once you get involved into that season of that, it's like 48 episodes. It's like, it's gonna take forever to watch them. So
Watching people just sit around in a house, huh?
yeah, I'm a people watcher, So I like to go to the mall and sip on a Starbucks and just watch all the creatures walk around and move in the way they do. And summer ain't half bad either, with chicks walking around in bathing suits in the mall.
Those fucking chicks.
Yeah. No, it's a zoo out there, man. If you know what I mean.
So last time we were live, Felix told me to look at the Met score, and then shit fell apart. So don't tell me about the Met score, Felix, because I just looked.
Oh, yeah.
Creep fan on Oh, Dino, that's what
Great fan.
creep fan. I'm assuming that's is bad good. So Lindsay watched
Okay.
Loquisha.
Uh-huh.
We spoke about it on Show Business.
Right.
Go back and check.
Yeah.
It is on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah. Creep
thinking
fan.
I'm thinking we watch it and do a live commentary. Let me see. Hold on.
Added to watch list.
Hold on. Let me see how ridiculously priced this shit is. How do you spell Loquisha?
Oh, you mean the LaQuisha one?
Loquisha.
He said this is on Amazon?
Yeah. Trina, you still here? How do you spell Loquisha?
La L-A-Q.
No, you're already wrong. It's Loquisha.
Well, why is there a LaQuisha here?
Yo, it's included with your Prime membership.
Yes.
No.
Oh,
It
LaQuisha.
is. It's free.
Yes, it is. I'm adding it to my watch list.
Fuck, it's
There we go.
free.
It's freaking free here. So that's in my watch list. So yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, so I did a poll on Patreon. It seems like, because it was like 70% a vote for Emily and I to do a commentary, which, by the way, we want to do one that you guys can watch along with at home. So it was either Maximum Overdrive or not Chopping Mall. We already did Chopping Mall. Maximum Overdrive or The Gate.
The Gate, yeah.
Which are both childhood classics, if you ask me. It looks like we're going to do Maximum Overdrive. So that'll be coming up sometime. Maybe we'll watch that to finish. The marathon's going to be done, I know I keep saying this, by Show Business Monday night. So we might do it in 2 separate 12-hour sessions, but one of those sessions will be this weekend. As for Loquisha, Felix says, as of tonight, I'm cable free, so I need movies to watch. Cable free? I don't know what that means.
Cable free. So you don't have access to your cable, but on your device you're able to watch on like Amazon or something like that. I would take it, right?
Listen, I don't know how late your night is, Dino, but if you want to gather back together for, say, I don't know, midnight, and watch and do a live commentary for Loquisha, I mean, it's fucking free, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, no.
I can't wait to see Ma and it's Anto. I got a new phone, forgot my old password. Anto means Anthony. Well, thank you.
Oh,
What's up,
Anthony.
What's up, Anthony? I like calling you Anthony, if that's okay. Anthony's a better, rolls off the tongue better for me.
Yeah.
Felix did cancel his cable. Look at that.
Good for you, Felix.
So in the yeah, I wish I could. That's what is that? It's a $140 bill that can totally burnt away. I need that stupid fast internet though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
If I could just have the 1 gig internet and not cable and fucking channels and shit.
I hear you.
I'm thinking about canceling mine. I never really watch it. Yeah, the stuff that I watch, I can, HBO Go, apps for other shit. Guys in the chat, are you interested in doing a Loquisha live commentary if you have Amazon Prime? It's a part of your Amazon service. I wonder if we can get Lindsay in here. I know he's already seen it. I wonder if he would torture himself to sit through it again.
I don't know. Yeah.
Although I guess, well, first of all, Dino, are you down?
How long is the movie?
98 minutes. We'd be done around 1:40. Would you like to schedule it for another time? Would you like to schedule it for your uncle? You don't need your uncle for this one, Felix. If you have Prime, you got it. It Loquisha is on Prime. It's included with Prime. If you have Prime, it is free. If you don't have Prime, a rental fee. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't be down tonight, but at another night, yeah. I mean, you let me know.
All right, guys. So you have time. You have time to go sign up for a trial period of
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Video or whatever.
If Dino does the commentary, I'm in. Look at that. There you go. Well, we could schedule it maybe for tomorrow. Tomorrow.
What time you thinking tomorrow? Not sure right now.
Maybe a little bit earlier. Maybe 10 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah. No, that would work out.
This way we'd be done right about now.
Okay, that would work.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
And plus, we're not competing with good old Queenzo and her green room. Their green room. Sorry, Queenie.
No, yeah.
John Kyle Stanton saying Dino's a party pooper.
Oh, John.
I have Amazon Prime. See, so you got it. You got it, Felix. It's the end of the month. I'm wondering maybe you guys want to join us? We could do a fucking.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
I feel bad inviting some patrons, but not all. Some patrons of a certain. Hey, why don't we discuss this off air? So the penciled in date. You have time to go run around, call your uncle if you don't have Amazon, or to sign up for like maybe a free 1-day trial period. I don't know how Amazon Prime works, but it is on Amazon Prime. The film is Loquisha. I refuse to spell this out loud. Here is the link. Emma from Spooky Astronauts will be doing a live stream tomorrow. At that time?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she hasn't done one in like a year. She's got a live.
Anthony Winter says Ma is an uncle movie. Is it a pristine uncle movie, or is it an uncle movie out of the dusty closet?
Huh. Yeah, well, I'll be checking that very soon.
I'll be jumping on that if my uncle's, as long as it's not too dusty and blurry and foggy. Okay, guys, so there it is. Do you want to spoil the? Why don't we go through some of the? We're just about done here. We're just going to go through some of what to expect here in the future of 101 sci-fi movies you must see before you die, because this definitely isn't horror. That would have been a much shittier series, right, guys?
God damn Amazon.
See, I'm worried. I wanted to order again. I wanted to get because these books were literally $2. It was more to ship than to pay for the book. But I don't want to get it again if you're just going to get sci-fi again.
I would message them on Amazon and say, hey, I got the wrong book. And hopefully they can send you the horror one too.
As well? They're going to want this back.
No. They're not. Most of the time, they're not going to even bother having you resend it. But if they do, then whatever.
You have a book. You see if you make it work.
Okay, no, I will. I've still got the slip. Yep.
All right, so I'm looking through the directors that have multiple. Aliens is listed 4 times. I don't know what the fuck that means.
What the hell? 101 song. 4 times.
Wait, I don't. It has the movies and the directors listed at the same time. So our next planned episode of 101 Sci-Fi Movies is John Carpenter, which there's more films than there were for Cronenberg.
Oh, yeah.
But if something
That's
else jumps out,
I'd say more to talk about. If we're
oh
doing
yeah,
sci-fi too, Ridley Scott maybe?
yeah. Well, I'm on alphabetical order.
Oh, okay, okay.
I could say a hell of a lot more about Carpenter too. Plus, I have Escape from New York, which I haven't watched in forever. I can probably watch that just in time to prepare for it. Yes, what Trini says. Yes, an hour later. Yes, that's how you spell Loquisha. Is that how you spell it?
A little
Trini,
behind,
Trini, you
Trini.
ruin the joke if you answer 6 years later. What was I up to?
Ran to the bathroom.
D. Nobody in D. I'm only looking for directors that have multiple entries. Bum, 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 bum. Harrison Ford's listed. You know, since this has actors as
Actors.
well, we can focus on actors in this, and that would be a little bit of fun.
Oh, hell yeah. Like Harrison Ford alone. I mean, that
Fuck,
would definitely be.
Edward Furlong's listed here.
Ugh.
That's
Yeah.
Terminator 2. There's no way it's not.
Right.
Um, Mark Hamill's got a couple.
Mm.
Yeah, you're hard up to find a director that's represented a couple times here. This is crazy.
Wow. Huh. 101
Um,
films.
this is crazy.
Yeah.
Uh huh. Uh huh. George Lucas, couple of times.
Yeah,
Although
really.
no, I was talking about your horror question. What horror question? What, what did I say about horror?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It would have been more interesting horror wise
Oh yeah,
than the
no,
sci-fi.
I
No.
agree. I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, yeah. We didn't reach out to try to do sci-fi first. Although, looking through the book, it wasn't the worst mistake, but horror would have been a hell of a lot more fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Jace be damned.
Mm.
Um, man, there's not many prominent sci-fi directors, really. Although I'm on K, so we haven't hit the S's yet.
Katzenberger.
George
Mm.
Lucas has a couple, which they have to all be Star Wars, right? Not like, oh, maybe THX is in there.
Yeah, I guarantee that's in there.
Must
It's
see.
probably on the must. As crazy as it sounds, I bet you it's on the must-see list.
Hmm.
Because it was his first film and it was groundbreaking. It was for film school and stuff. God damn it.
Um. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the thumbs down. Yeah.
Anytime. Anytime.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I see the thing about people who give thumbs down, they don't understand that that's interactivity.
Right.
Thank
Only
you.
helps.
Thank you for stopping to tell YouTube. Yes, I've
They
done
stop.
more than watch this video.
They stopped by, saw us talking, and said, I hate this. I want to put up a thumbs down. Wow.
Fucking idiots. All
Like,
that means when you thumbs down a video, it helps YouTube and then it throws it into the algorithm that says, okay, person blank doesn't like material from Willis Greedia. But then when you keep coming back and clicking thumbs down, you're confusing the fuck out of the algorithm because it's like, wait, he doesn't like this Willis Greedia content, but he
but he keeps
keeps
coming
going
back for
back
it.
to put thumbs down. So you're doing yourself a disservice, although I know you're not fucking expecting YouTube to suggest shit when you're reaching out
Right.
to just drop thumbs. But again, thank you. Thank you for the interactivity. I appreciate your 2 cents.
Yeah.
Literally.
Say.
Literally.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's got a couple. You know what? We could do Carpenter because I'm not seeing many directors. I'm going
Yeah.
blind. Now Harry Dean Stanton's got a couple.
Really?
Oh, there's one. Steven Spielberg's got a handful.
Ah. Yeah. How did we miss that one? There you
Well,
go.
I was waiting to get to him.
Yeah. And Ridley Scott. He should be in there, right?
Oh, did I skip him? Ridley Scott's got a couple.
Okay.
So we could do Carpenter, Ridley Scott, Steven Spielberg.
John Carpenter, definitely. But yeah.
Yeah. So
There you go.
When we're done with those 4 directors, unless of course there's another one that in my haste I missed, we'll start doing actors, because that is kind of fun, and at least keeps this, whatever the fuck you call this thing we're doing, it keeps it fresh. And until we can get the proper 101 horror movies, that's that. But who would like that? But your who would like that gets thousands of views with no thumb down. Trolls. No, I get thumbs down on my who would like that. Believe it or not, I actually have like 7 on Cannibal Holocaust.
I can see that.
I have 7, and somebody complained that I acted high and mighty about the animal the actual animal death, and they brought up Friday the 13th, that they kill a snake, and I was like, I have not talked about the Friday the 13th in this type of fashion, but cool. fresh, so exciting and new.
Exciting
Dino,
and new. Yes.
Dino, what do you got coming up on your channel that isn't a stream?
Oh, geez. Yeah, there'll be something after hours Monday, and there's always something every Tuesday night. We're just not live no more, but oh well.
After hours is slightly delayed.
Yeah.
I keep telling Dino to make produced content, but why? Why would he even do that? It's time for Danny Devil, Dino. Time for Danny Devil.
Now that I got 3 months to not do streams, maybe I'll start getting some stuff up there. So maybe some Danny Devil here soon.
Yes.
God forbid. I mean, he's got plenty of stuff to riff on, right, people?
Fucking A. Why don't you just go through the Rotten Tomatoes Godzilla scores?
Yeah, I think, maybe Danny might make an appearance here in the next couple of days about Godzilla. Godzilla. So we'll see.
Hoax says I didn't talk about how good the score is for Cannibal Holocaust. That is a deleted scene. I did talk about it. I didn't think it was good. I thought it was ill. It didn't match the tone of the movie. But perhaps for patrons. Sorry, I hate to be that guy. Big difference is Friday didn't kill the snake just for the pleasure, where Cannibal Holocaust was doing it just cause. Uncle got La Llorona clean. No shit. Don't let Ted wear that Superman shirt.
Oh my God. Everybody's on me about that. You know what? Ted's a bit of a hick, man, and there ain't nothing I can do. He's going to wear it till it falls off. I don't know what to say.
Listen, whenever you have an issue with Felix, just tell him 7 extra innings, and he'll feel very intelligent.
Oh my. Really? Okay.
How many innings are in a baseball game, Dino?
9.
All right, so if you were in the 13th inning, how many extra innings are you?
4. Oh,
so it's not 7, is it?
No, I gotcha.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
I'm just having fun,
Felix.
You can have 7 extra innings of my content. How about that?
He was starstruck, CP. That's all.
Oh, what?
Right,
About
Felix?
me or Emily?
Both, maybe. I don't know.
Poor Emily had you could tell she wasn't into it. She just had to suffer through so much of the baseball. When does the baseball end?
When's the action start? What's going on?
Yeah, why are they just running around and doing nothing? Yeah.
Well, it's been an hour. It's time to eat a hot dog.
It's funny. The Mets hit a home run to end the game, and she's like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, "It's over. It's over. We can go home now."
Yay!
Yes, that excites me.
The fireworks start now. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, no, she had a good time. Maybe we'll get her involved in this Loquisha. Put that on the watch list. La Llorona. Well, that I'm gonna see if Ma's got a decent.
Oh yeah.
Because we were planning on that. We might go see Rocket Man. We might have done a twofer, but who knows? When are you guys gonna eat a rabbit? We're not gonna eat a rabbit. That was a joke. It was a joke that Braggart is fucking out there. Which the next joke should be fun.
Yay.
All right. Dino, say good. Oh, I gotta find the stop browsing thing. So why don't you say something to kick us off? Are you excited for John Carpenter? Off the bat, give us a little tease for the next episode. John Carpenter, what off the top of your head, what do you think would be must watch John Carpenter?
Oh.
Sci-fi, don't say Halloween.
Oh. Holy shit, you got me stumped a bit. Escape from New York? Jesus, John Carpenter's The Thing.
Is They
The
Live?
Thing.
Is They Live sci-fi?
The Thing. Oh yeah, They Live, but that's campy cheese, but
What isn't when you're talking about Carpenter though?
true. Yeah, there you go. I mean, They Live. Escape from New York.
Well, to be
They
fair,
Live, but whatever.
To be fair to Dino, he doesn't have the IMDb in front of him.
No.
So they're saying Escape from New York. The thing has to be like.
Without a doubt. That's there.
I'm gonna piss off all the Halloween. All the horror kids that know and love me. The Thing is my favorite John Carpenter movie. I hate to say this.
Well, I'm not sure how you could piss people off, but
because Halloween's the
fans,
greatest thing ever. Michael Myers has been brought down upon us from God Himself.
He is the Lord. He is the Lord. Pray to Him every night. No, I hear you.
Tim says John Carpenter's done other movies than Halloween.
Prince of Darkness. Yeah, we're talking sci-fi though.
Prince of Darkness, that's horror, right?
Yeah, that's horror. Yeah.
It'll be fun. We'll get to it, and we'll try not to ignore the obvious biggies of John Carpenter. Also, as much as we ignore it, I'm going to talk briefly about one of his Masters of Horror episodes, which I felt was a little sci-fi-ish. His Cigarette Burns episode for Masters of Horror was. Yeah, it was really good. And Felix says The Thing is almost perfect after Halloween. Thank you, Felix. I'm gonna come crash at your place when they burn down my house.
Amen to that. I mean, yeah. The Thing is almost perfect. Yeah. I mean, I even love the whole guessing the ending type thing. You know, not just leaving a little bit of
ambiguity.
Yes. Yes. So.
All right, Dino. Tell everybody to go fuck themselves.
Go fuck yourself.